So in today's webinar, what we hope you understand now is reasons why you would choose PBCS, and specifically, with some of the functionality we talked about, why it's a great fit for operational modeling and things outside of finance. The functionality that Ryan highlighted is a lot of it is only available in PBCS. It really does it can set up your planning environment to really work well within the operational space, and really does make logical sense, even though it hasn't been seen that way for areas outside of finance. And finally, today we talked about the different integration options, many of them being free, but also Oracle does have an offering out there that can be purchased separately to really improve your integration with outside systems as well. So next steps that you have available for you as well is to understand what the cost may be to enable some of this. If out on our eCapital website, we have cloud enablement kits, which will really highlight, what it would cost to get an application started. And if we're going to need advanced dimensionality or enable more functionality than maybe what a base would be, what the additional cost for that would be. So I really recommend going out there and taking a look at that kit and just getting a better feel again for what a project may look like if we were to create an operational model with eCapital and some of those costs that are associated with it. And with that, we appreciate your time, and I guess if we have any questions, this would be when we would take them.
As we wait for a few questions to roll in, we'd like to let you know a little bit more about eCapital Advisors. eCapital Advisors uses a proven, results-based methodology to ensure success. eCapital applies years of accounting, technology, and project management experience to your business and processes, creating customized business analytics solutions that match your needs. eCapital doesn't just provide you the solutions, they educate you on how to utilize them in the most effective way possible. eCapital Advisors wants you to feel smarter, more prepared, and empowered to succeed. And whatever the need, they have the services and consultants ready to help integrate them into your business. eCapital Advisors is an Oracle Gold partner working with some of the most innovative companies in North America. I encourage you to check out the blog at eCapitalAdvisors.com and check your email for announcements for future events. Our first question is from Tom. Tom says, you talked about plan types and functionality on slide 8. The question is, can you have more than 3 plan types?
Yeah, Jeremiah, great question. Thanks for relaying that for Tom there. I can take that one. So although we only highlighted 3 plan types on the slide, you can have more than 3 plan types in PBCS. So PBCS, one application itself, you'll have the ability to have 3 input plan types as well as 4 reporting plan types. So a total of 7 plan types is available for one application.
Let's see, Mary asks, is there a limit to the number of dimensions you can create in PBCS?
Yeah, so as far as dimensionality in PBCS, you really are not limited by how many you're going to have. That's very similar to on-prem as well. One thing you do have to think about when you add dimensionality is it can have performance impacts on your application. So again, I guess it's kind of a yes and no answer on there. So you absolutely can slice your data any way dimensionally, but you really do need to think about what you're going to be adding in, because really the biggest impact on calculations of performance in an application is going to be the number of dimensions you have.
Nick asks, can you connect PBCS and SmartView within the same workbook you are connecting to an on-premise planning application?
Yeah, good question. So as far as how that would work, the short answer is yes, you can. So those of you who are familiar with the SmartView options menu, the Advanced tab has a shared connection URL to get you started with your connection types. So all you would have would be a different shared connection URL that would connect to your PBCS cloud application. So on one tab of Excel, you could certainly connect to an existing on-prem, and then on a different tab, connect to the PBCS application. So ultimately, how that would look like would be to save private connections out there for each of your connection types, kind of serving as like an Internet Explorer's favorites, if you will.
Colleen asks, how is reporting distributed within PBCS? Is it manual, or is there an option for automatic distribution?
Yeah, so within PBCS, you have opportunities for both. So I would say a big percentage of your reporting is going to be more of a, just because of the way that planning generally works within communities that we've worked in, is most of it is going to be manual, where you're going to want to dig into that data, and Ryan highlighted the SmartView plugin, which is a plugin to Excel. That's going to be the majority of where you're likely going to do your reporting. But there definitely is that functionality to burst out automated reports. So those are going to be your one-page financials that you want to send to the broader community, and those can be really helpful as well, just to help keep your license counts down, because if you do automate reporting to a user base that doesn't actually have access to the tool, that there would be no licensing fee associated with that as well.
I've got 2 more questions here, if it's okay with you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Barb asks, can you use data management for reporting plan type 2?
Yeah, good question. So data management, which Bob kind of showcased there, there are setup components to setting up a data load process for a plan type. You can use data management for both an input or a BSO, as well as a reporting or an ASO plan type. It's just simply a different configuration set up initially. So it can definitely do both.
Last question is from Mike. Can you run business rules from SmartView?
Yep. So you absolutely can run things through SmartView. One thing to know with SmartView is it has almost complete compatibility with the web version as well. There are going to be some features that are only going to be available in the web, but for the most part, and specifically with business rules as well, which you can, almost anything that can be done through the web can also be done through your Excel plugin, which is SmartView.
All right, guys, great, thank you. That concludes the Q&A portion of the event. If you want to learn more about the capabilities of the Oracle Planning and Budgeting Cloud Service or eCapital's Cloud Enablement Kit, please reach out to us through ecapitaladvisors.com, and we will have a member of our customer care team assist you with any questions you may have. We also invite you to follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @eCapitalAdvisor. That's @eCapitalAdvisor without the S at the end. Thank you to everyone for joining us on today's webinar, and a special thank you to Bob and Ryan for presenting. Take care, everyone.